Hey, welcome back to The Five. So about a month ago, I told a joke on The Five. Roll tape, tape rollers. So this morning I wrote a joke. It goes like this. What do you call someone who voted for Obama in 2008 but won't vote for him now? A racist. That was funny. Anyway, well, writer Melissa Harris Perry has just proved that my joke wasn't really a joke after all. In her piece in The Nation called Black President Double Standard, Why White Liberals Are Abandoning Obama, she pinpoints a tendency among white libs to hold black leaders to a higher standard than whites. This liberal electoral racism has led to a drop in support among whites for Obama from 61% in 2009 to 33%. Melissa calls this a more insidious form of racism. Yeah, insidious. That's the code word often used when there's no proof for a silly theory. Can't find evidence of racism? Oh, it must be insidious. Perhaps unconscious. You can't see it because you're not as smart as Melissa. She is a professor who probably thinks everyone but her could be a racist. I mean, let's say you voted for Obama enthusiastically, but now 4 years later, that thrill up your leg is gone. Well, that's on you, racist, and your racist leg. Which leads me to the real bigotry. Harris Perry, a black woman, considers Obama so weak that she fears he's incapable of being held to a high standard. For me, that's the most insidious racism of all, and not just for a black president, but for people of every color. Like that? I just added that.
Yeah,
that's
bravo.
It makes sure it ends really flat. It sounds better than it really is. It's a little trick.
Racism is like
yes.
Racism is like global warming, right? Because you can explain everything through global warming, like it's raining, it's snowing, it's hot, the tornadoes, the earthquakes, everything can be explained by global warming. And racism, I think, in a lot of ways, is becoming like that. Like you could, it applies to anything when it comes to criticism for some people. And President Obama himself does not do this.
Yeah, no.
It's actually lots of people talking around it, but he himself, I think has done a good job with it.
Yeah, I think he finds it kind of like ridiculous.
Yes, but it doesn't help him.
Yeah.
If I'm him, I'm saying stop saying that. That doesn't help him.
Yeah.
With white voters or Hispanic voters. It doesn't move the country or the story forward. I think it does damage. But look, he does have a problem with the African-American vote, and not in the sense that they might not go to him. He was elected with 96%. Now he has 58% approval rating. They're suffering disproportionately. They were suffering before he came into office, but now it's much worse, and he made them a lot of promises. So the question is, are they going to be enthused enough to get out and vote for him? It really is an enthusiasm question.
The question for me is, when was anybody going to tell me that he was black? Obama's a black man? Because this is crazy. First of all, yes, there's racism. It's alive and well in America. There are people that voted for Barack Obama because he's black. There are people that voted for President Obama, did not vote for him because he's black, let's be honest. But to me, to say that, and Melissa, sorry, but to say that white people aren't going to vote for him or black people aren't going to vote for him because of his skin color, that's ridiculous. So, people who are angry that they didn't get what they wanted, whether it was immigration, whether it was gays who want to get married, although they're happy about the ban being lifted in the military. You know, there are different groups of people on the left, speaking for the left tonight, that are unhappy with some of the things he has done and worse than hasn't.
90% of the black community supports Barack Obama, or supported, now it's 58 or 60%, and 17% of the black community is now unemployed, and if you're under 25 years old, it's nearing 50%. Yet the black community still comes out in force for Mr. Obama in 2012. Are they racist?
No.
How could they not be?
Well, wait. If Dana is running for president and I vote for her as a woman because she's a woman and other things, am I a sexist? I'm not a sexist.
Well, you would have to be. If you don't vote for her on merit, you vote for her on sexual
People are
orientation.
voting on merit, actually. I don't think there's a lot of, I think that there's a lot of excuse making for why somebody may or may not want to vote for him, and I think it's actually a mask for what really is going on.
Why don't you run for president?
I have so much more fun here.
Yeah, it's true.
Or I could be like all the others. Like, I might run. I might not run. I might run. I'll let you know in 3 weeks. The filing deadline's not till November.
I'm definitely not running. Look into the camera. That's sincere. I'm definitely not running.
President Obama was on BET last night, and he was defending his record to black voters who've been, and about black leaders who've been critical of him lately. Roll the tape.
What people are saying all across the country is, we're hurting, and we've been hurting for a long time. And the question is, how can we make sure that the economy is working for every single person? And the truth of the matter is the vast majority of African Americans understand that. I want to make sure that you don't just kind of slip in there as this notion that African American leaders of late have been critical. There have been a handful of African American leaders who've been critical. They were critical when I was running for president. All I get from the African American community as I travel around the country is, we know it's hard, but we're praying for you. And we're behind you.
Way behind.
Can I just point something out? That was a response to the question you're asking, Mr. Obama. Let's just say there's a 16-year-old black kid in Chicago who's unemployed, has a bad home life. What are you going to tell him when he says, I need a job? And instead of saying, look, we're working on it, we're trying to create jobs, he went ahead, if you listen to that carefully, and blamed Dana's ex-boss. He said, blame Bush, saying it's been bad for a really long time, and the 16-year-old kid realizes, well, I don't think so, Leslie.
But that's not about President Bush. That's the reality. Whether it's a good economy or a bad, see, Dana's agreeing with me. It's a good economy or a bad economy. Whether unemployment is high or low, it's terrible, but it's true that African Americans have always had a disproportionate percentage.
No, I don't think he was saying that.
He did too.
He did.
I don't think he was saying that in particular. I think but the missed opportunity. One of the things that encouraged so many voters, including even those who didn't vote for him but said on inauguration, this is a hopeful day. You know what? Let's try to support. And then slowly the policies started coming forward, and they didn't like the policies. And they thought, well, wait, I don't like the policies, but am I a racist? And there's all this internal churning when you're like, no, you know what? I'm not for it. And then
that's what they want.
On Saturday, when Herman Cain won the straw poll in Florida, at least for anybody making the argument that the Tea Party in Florida, Republicans in Florida are racist, well, that kind of got turned on its head.
Well, right. They can't say anymore, right? The Tea Party's racist with Herman Cain, and there's a lot of opinion pieces out there now that say if Herman Cain runs, does he siphon the black vote away from President Obama?
No, the state of Florida likes pizza.
No, I think the state of Florida wants
They like jobs.
Right.
They like good economic policy.
And President Obama, even on his bus tour, one of the biggest gripes of African Americans, he doesn't even go into urban areas. Why doesn't he even try and reach out?
Because he really probably doesn't want to tie up traffic.
And he doesn't want to get the tough questions.
All right.
Right?
We've got to take a break. Coming up, if there isn't a rumor about Sarah Palin running for president, then there's one about Chris Christie. And next on The Five, we'll give you the latest on that.